Welcome to the Power of Music podcast, brought to you by JM International. Get ready to explore conversations with those making a difference through music.
Hello and welcome to the Power of Music podcast, brought to you by JMI, Jeunesse Musicale International, the global network of NGOs that empowers young people through music across all boundaries. In this episode, we delve into the inspiring journey of the Sixsters, an all-girl punk rock band that has captivated audiences with their powerful melodies and resilient spirit. We explore the making of the band, the impact of the situation in Ukraine on their music, and the incredible story of how they reunited after time apart to create an amazing song in just 10 minutes. We discussed their music and how it carries themes of resilience and self-expression, empowering young girls and motivating youngsters to overcome their troubles. We also touch on their dream to participate in Eurovision representing Germany, the support they received after fleeing Ukraine, and the importance of staying true to oneself even in the most formal settings. My name is Ricardo, and today I'm joined by Maria and Anna of the Sixsters, who share their incredible experiences and insight. From their early days of self-discovery to their recent songs of protest and societal critique, the Sixsters continue to inspire with their mix of rock genres and youthful themes. They're also Fair Play ambassadors. Fair Play, an initiative of JMI and Transparency International, is a global platform for young artists to express themselves through music and the arts, to connect with global change makers fighting corruption and amplify these messages. As always, if you enjoy our content, don't forget to subscribe, like, and rate the podcast. We hope you enjoy the show. Thank you for joining us today for the podcast, The Power of Music. First, maybe can you say a bit about your journey into music and how the Sixsters started?
Actually, everything started with our drummer, Kate. She was the one who gathered the girls around her. She started playing her drums, and once she got to a good level of playing drums, she decided to gather the band, and we're gathering as well.
Yeah, she and her family, they had an idea of gathering the same girls who are also playing instrument. And yeah, that's basically what they did. They gathered the first formation kind of the Sixsters. It was a little bit more than 6 years ago. Kate, our drummer. She was 9. How old? 9 at the time, really, really, really small girl. And yeah, since then, she is in the band. Some things, of course, changed during the 6 years. But yeah, right now we are 5 girls. And yeah, we continue our musical journey this way.
Wonderful. I'm still curious because I think you're also different ages, right? So how did you meet, or how did they find you are the musicians that she wanted to work with?
Yeah, so everyone has a different story of getting into the band. For example, me, it was my mom. She was in a Facebook group for musicians. She's also a musician herself, and she found an advertisement hello, we're looking for a rhythm guitarist for girls band. I was playing guitar for maybe 4 months, and she said maybe you can try. I was a bit doubtful about it, not really sure if I'm gonna make it because I played really bad, literally. Then I came to the audition. There was our manager, our producer Alex, Kate, and also another guitarist. And we tried, and then I went home and I was accepted. So I was I was really happy. I didn't know what is ahead of me. It was really nice. It was difficult a little bit in the first because we had this rehearsals really far away. It was 2 hours commute in one way and 2 hours another way.
Wow.
And yeah, for Anna, it's actually also the same. And it was in the suburbs of Kiev, even a little bit further than it. Yeah, so it was a little bit difficult, but then I get used to it. And since then, it's really, really cool and a nice, wonderful experience. And Anna, tell your story.
My story was the Sixsters had a concert and they needed a guitarist to play their show, and I was studying at musical college, something like that. And our producer, he contacted my teacher from the musical college, and He said like, we need like urgently a guitarist for the show. Do you have like any girl who could participate, who could play the show? And he said, yeah, like I have this one. And I just went to rehearsal room, like the Sixsters rehearsal studio. And we had like a quick, I don't know how to call it, session. Yeah, like sounds like quick session. And I got approved and I learned the program. And afterwards, they offered me to stay in the band, and I was, more than glad to stay in the band.
People from the audience that, I don't know how, but maybe they didn't listen to the Sixsters yet. Can you describe the Sixsters' music?
I guess our music is, at first place, is really diverse because we have like some ballads, we have some really powerful pop punky songs, we have this kind of bluesy things, actually, a lot, like in the latest times. And it's the music that can fit every mood you can imagine. You can cry to it, you can be happy, you can dance, you can, I don't know, break the walls or, I don't know, do something really, really powerful to it that needs a lot of energy. And it's just, it's really energetic, I would say. In all ways you can imagine this word, it's energetic. It has energy in it, different, but still it's energy.
And what kind of message is in your song?
So with our songs, we want to empower like young girls. We want to motivate people, like youngsters and also adults, like not to give up in your life. Like if anything happen, like any troubles, any issues in your life, you have the power to overcome them, to go through it and to continue living your life.
And I know that the current terrible situation in Ukraine also forced you to move. Can you say a little bit about how that was and how it impacted your music?
Yeah, of course it impacted our music because we had to flee, and we were very glad to actually like decide and meet here in Europe to continue our journey, our musical journey as a band, and just to see each other. And of course, it's also influenced our music a lot, I would say, because we grew up, we started thinking in a different way, and we overcome some obstacles that happened to us. And yes, it's also influenced our music and the way we right now like thinking, like our lyrics also changed, but we are still happy about life. We are continue living because no matter what, we just continue doing what we were doing, and continue also empowering people, motivating them to just live your life and enjoy every moment and second because it's perfect.
Also, for example, when we met like for the first time for a rehearsal, like the whole band, we immediately wrote a new song. It's the song called Happiness from our album I'm Gonna Be. And it was such a relief to finally write music with your favorite people, like to meet them, to see them, to hear them play. And
I think we wrote it like in 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was actually like the flow somewhere in the air. We just felt it and we lived through it. And it was wonderful. We really wrote the song. It's actually quite repetitive. It has like the same harmony all over the song, but it's so emotional. Like, I mean, vocally, for example, for me, it's the toughest song to sing because it reaches like high F or E, like, and it's. Yeah, it can sound not really tough, but it's tough when you sing like the whole concert of 2 hours and then you get to the song and you're like, no. And our bassist, for example, she plays like the same part, the whole song, almost the whole song. And she's like always, can we not play the song, please? Because she's like, she she's just trapped into this same harmony and her head is a little bit not focused when she's doing some monotonous thing all over again. Yeah, but it's a really, really, really emotional song. It's about not knowing where you're standing right now, what you're gonna do next, because everything you see, it's like a little bit foggy. It's not a little bit, it's really foggy. It's unknown, but you're jumping into this abyss. And then you get this light of relief and just seeing the faces of your bandmates again and talking to them, playing with them. It's just wonderful. It's the most emotional, the most wonderful thing I can imagine, literally.
And can you tell a bit about because I think you're in Germany right now.
Yep.
Is that correct? And how is that for you? And are you all the same place, or how does that work?
We are not all at the same place. Me, Maria, and our drummer Kate, we are in Essen, and our bassist Paulina, lives in Osnabrück, and our keyboard player Sophia, she lives in Cologne, and we like gather in like each Saturday for the rehearsal once a week, sometimes more. Yeah, overall, like Germany is a little bit like new for us, but we are getting used like to place, and everything goes fine. Like we're going to schools, playing concerts. We already played, I think, during the last year around like 20 concerts or 25 concerts, and yeah, just getting to know the place, getting to know the lifestyle of Germany. Yeah, seems like nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just like people eating sausages and this stuff all the time, and this sauerkraut. I don't know how is it called in English. Was I surprised of? It's like how supportive people are everywhere, like in all the policies. I mean, like on governmental level, as well as just like people at schools, people on the venues. They're like actually helping, they do care. And I thought, like, I had this thought that maybe they won't care because we're like just another people who came to Germany. There are a lot of immigrants there, and like no one will care, but they do care, and they are really, really passionate about this support, and this what surprises us, and this what also motivate us actually to go further and to never stop, because we know that there are people in this kind of unknown country who have our backs.
Nice. That's great. And I also know that having to relocate, and then also one of the band members had to or went back to Ukraine. How was that?
Yeah, of course that is disappointed, and we really appreciate the time we spent with our like previous keyboard player Maya, and yeah, due to family reasons she had to go back to Ukraine, and we miss her. But like life continues, and we have to continue doing our music, and that's why we have right now a beautiful Sophia who is playing keyboard, and yeah, we are having fun.
Yeah, we also like had different members also like going back to Ukraine or like leaving for some various reasons. For example, we're right now, instead of 6, like it's in our name, Sixsters, we're 5. I have taken the responsibility of lead vocals and rhythm guitar. Like at one, I was playing rhythm guitar before only and doing backing vocals. But then, yeah, the stars aligned this way, and I started also doing like lead vocals. And it's actually really cool, even though we lack one member, and people always wondering about, it's like, I think the most frequent question, why are you Sixsters? You're 5 stars. It's like, the most common joke.
Yeah, but I think we already like get used to it. Like 5 of us, we already for quite some time. Like it's 5 of us, and I know I feel more than comfortable.
And I also think that the Dadager is the Sixter, right?
Kinda, yeah. So our producer Alex, he is like our superpower. He's super force, like a freight train, who always goes like forward, never stopping, never mind the conditions, nothing. It's like him, and he is always going forward. So he actually, what he does, all the recording stuff, everything, mixing, mastering. He's not doing mastering, but still like recording, mixing, arranging our studio place, our rehearsal space. It's like actually the same room, kind of. Then also shooting music videos. He is actually really, really experienced music video director. He still is, really famous music video director in Ukraine. He shot a lot of music videos. You can't really imagine even how many. We don't even know it, but a lot. And he's also doing this for us.
Do you remember the first time, or do you have a specific memory where you thought, hey, this might be something big we have here?
Yeah, once we've got a chance to perform at the Glastonbury Festival in England, and that was for us a big step in our career as a band. And we participated at such a cool show. Like we played there and got to know so many people. We got the chance to present us to to tell our message to people at the festival. And yes, it was like a big step for us to participate in such a big festival, what I can say.
And if we go from the past into the future, what are your plans, ambitions, dreams?
So one of our big dreams that we have currently is to participate in the Eurovision contest and to represent Germany, because we just want to, like with it, we just want to say like a huge thank you to the country that Germany provided us with home, with place to stay, with just help for the refugees, for Ukrainian refugees, and we're just thankful for that, and this is why we want to present this country on the Eurovision contest, and we already like have a song for that. It's still like in the process, but it's already, we are getting there. So that's one of our biggest plan for the next year.
And here we are in Lithuania for Fair Play. Can you share a bit about how the experience has been throughout this week?
Oh, actually, it has been wonderful. It's really interesting to visit this kind of event because it's something unusual for us. We are used more like to concert life and recordings, and then you visit the how to say it, exposition with a lot of people, exhibition with a lot of people in costumes, and we're like, we don't really fit
we're like in jackets, jeans, t-shirts,
wearing some silly sunglasses, and it's like everybody already, I think, has seen us and knows that there are some teenagers running around smiling.
Yeah, they're like staring at us like, who are you?
Well, what are you doing here? Are you, I think it's the wrong door for you guys, but it's but it's actually cool. Even though we don't fit in, we're like stay ourselves.
Yeah, we just stay ourselves, just doing things that we used to do.
Like staying silly, staying goofy, it's our motto.
Yeah, yesterday I was at a bar, and then one of the attendees of the conference, a lady also wearing a nice suit, she was like, yeah, I've seen all these young girls, this crazy band, and they sat on the table and they said, yeah, maybe you noticed them. And I was like, yeah. Everyone noticed them. But I think it's really nice how you just stay yourself and don't conform to anything. Just, you're the Sixsters, you're yourself. I think it's an important message as well.
Yeah, it's basically our message that we put in our songs as well, that no matter what, you just stay yourself and keep going.
And what does it mean to be a Fair Play ambassador to you?
I think it means spreading our message even further than we did, like empowering people all over the world, even more through our music. I mean, like gaining more awareness through Fair Play. Yeah,
it's kind of new experience for us to participate in such conferences, and we got to know like new musicians with whom probably like we can also like make collaborations. We can just like travel to different countries and get to know like the other artists, the other musicians who are also have something to say, and somehow like collaborate and engage in different environments. Just get to know new people who can also motivate us, who can tell us something very important in music, and just forward us in the right direction.
So what is one thing that maybe you heard from the other musicians or from the sessions that you will take home, a new lesson?
Oh, there are a bunch, like a lot of, we have discussed like social media strategies, also like how we can develop our band brand, kinda. Also, there were a lot of interesting information about corruption there on the conference itself. It was really interesting to hear different perspectives, and also from different people from different, from different social and classes, like everybody was there, and it was really nice to hear it. Also some new English vocabulary.
Always useful. At this moment, how many, do you have albums, do you have songs, so people know more about the music that's out already?
Yeah, so we have two albums. The first one is I'm Gonna Be. It was our first English-speaking album. And then we have To Be Continued, our latest album. It's like mixed. We have 3 or 4 songs in Ukrainian, and then all the others are in English.
Yes, and we're also right now recording our third album. We're in the process, like it's almost finished, still needs some just polish and stuff. Yeah, and it's going to be like really like diverse mix of songs as well. More like they still will be like in one direction, like rock, some kind of pop, maybe like indie stuff. But it's very great to see like how from album to album we are just growing, how our music is changing, because yeah, we used like to be younger, and right now we are growing up, and that's how I mentioned like before as well, that our music is also growing, and it's just cool to see this development in our thinking. And yeah, I think people also gonna like it.
And what is the process in creating a song? I heard that sometimes it's 10 minutes only and you have a crazy happiness song. But in general, how's the process?
In general, it's very creative and very random, because you never know like with what we can start like a song. It can be like a bass line, it can be a drum beat, and it can be just a guitar riff, it can be some stuff on keyboard. You just never know. It's every time just changing. But usually like we are very fast with instrumental stuff, and then afterwards it comes like lyrics, and we can like sit down all together and think about like what we really want to say like in this song, what is the message that we want to tell people, or is it just like funny and relaxed song that also can be.
Also in these few days we talked a lot about dreams, and you already shared one about the Eurovision, but besides the Eurovision, do you have any dreams for the band?
I think we just want to be heard. Like all of our messages, everything that we want to say through our art, we just want to be seen and heard by masses, like by a lot more people. Because I think it's really our messages, everything that we say, everything that we sing, everything that we play is really important to the world, and especially for younger generations. Because like I have an impression that our generation is a little bit stuck in our world, because there is a lot of things happening, a lot of bad things happening. And like sometimes you just don't know what you're gonna do, like how the next day will happen, what will happen. Everything can happen. And also, like older generations sometimes saying that young generation is lazy. They're not doing anything. They want only to enjoy life and not work, or something like this. Or just like, these corporate jobs, a lot of are dissatisfied. It's one of the things just like to give people hope and to say that, hey, but you also can live your life on the fullest. You can just enjoy things, and that's the purpose.
And also what I can add to that is that one of our like dreams that we really want to come true is to stay in music history as the youngest rock girl band. That's what we are also aiming at.
Nice. And I also know that besides making your own dreams come true, sometimes you make others' dreams come true. Can you share a bit about the story with the bicycle?
Yeah, sure. Like we had a concert on 15th of June, like it was a couple of days ago, basically last Saturday, and we had an idea to gift a bicycle to one of our best listener, to one of our best friends. It's a girl whose name is Lily, and she is the daughter of also one of our best friend Peter, who helped basically us to being in Germany. He helped us to, like, he navigated us, like, go to Germany, I'll provide you an apartment, I will provide you a place, I will provide you a studio. And our studio was in his studio. We were practicing and rehearsing. So it's just a big fan of ours, a big friend of ours, whom we are very, like, who was and is very supportive to us. And that's why we decided, like, why not to say thank you to their family for the help they provided to us. And his daughter Lily, she had her birthday, and we decided, like, yeah, it would be great stuff to do, like, to give the bike to Lily. And yeah, that's how we decided, like, to just give her a bike. And during the concert on stage, we told, like, Lily, come to stage together with your parents. And I think that was a crazy experience for her, and, like, she will remember it for all of her life.
Also, we have a couple of different stories, like, of helping children in particular. For example, one family, they have like 5 children from Ukraine, and they have lost their bus. So they couldn't like commute anywhere, go to school because they live in a village. It's like really difficult there to go anywhere without the car. And so, yeah, we gifted them our minibus full with different toys, sweets, something just like the video. We made a video that, hello, we want to say a big shout out and like gift you this bus. And they were extremely happy. They, it was vital for them to have this car. So that's why we decided to help them. We also, once I think like a year ago or something, we organized like a place for people to bring the charity to help the children who lost their parents at war, who left without parents. And yeah, we gathered some charity. We sent it a lot of clothes, a lot of also sweets, some, how to say it, some, I don't know, napkins, just like some normal stuff for them to go on. And also, yeah, we do a lot of, what we also did, I think we gifted a guitar to a guy. It was like competition or something like this through Radio Rocks. Radio Rocks, it's like a big station in Ukraine. And also, yeah, we gifted a guitar for a really motivated guy who is right now happily enjoying his playing and his new guitar and starting his musical journey.
So, yes, Maria already mentioned, like, we're doing lots of charity concerts, and we also had a chance, we brought a flag to the Glastonbury show, and we got this flag signed by different bands from that festival, and then we made an auction. In Ukraine, we sent this flag to Ukraine it was on Radio Rocks, and those people like through Radio Rocks, they so did this auction and sold it for, if I'm not mistaken, 100,000 or maybe even more. I don't remember.
It was like a lot of money, and we were so happy when we've seen this amount that we could help this much people. And
yeah, because afterwards this money was sent to also the charity foundations to help Ukrainian children who just lost their parents in the war or lost their homes.
Beautiful. If people want to follow all your charity and all the beautiful things you do and listen to your music and support your dreams, where can they find you?
You can find us basically everywhere, like on Instagram, the Sixsters band with XS in the middle. It's really important because people sometimes just they don't find us because they forget this one letter. Also, of course, on YouTube, we have a channel, on Facebook, on Spotify, YouTube Music, Deezer, all the platforms.
Yeah, basically all musical platforms that exist nowadays.
Yeah, absolutely everywhere. We have an account, whether we run it actively or not, we are there.
Yeah, and also, of course, TikTok, where we post funny videos from our travels, from our journeys, from our backstage stuff.
I think, after this conference, we've got a lot of insights about TikTok. So there's going to be a lot more content of us
because we all always promise, but
never do it. But it's really important. Thanks to Ricardo. He explained us the way we can reach younger audiences. So now we will shoot some silly videos on TikTok.
And it's now on the podcast. So you just promise, so now you cannot not do it.
Yeah.
That's why we did it, because otherwise we won't do it.
As always, the last question: what is the power of music?
The power of music, in my opinion, it's very broad. What music can do to ours, to any creation in this world, it's so great that we can be the representative of music itself, because for us the power of music is to go ahead. The music is something that influences you, sometimes in positive ways, sometimes it just depends on what kind of music you're listening to. It can just, you go through your emotions, what you're going through in your life, you just relive it one more time, with the music. And yes, that's for me, the power of music, that it can bring you up, it can bring you down, it can follow your life, it can follow your journey. No matter what happens in your life, music is always near, and you always can put the headphones in your ears and just go ahead, go for a walk, and you just, again, you remind yourself like what is life meaning to you, or what some moments, your special moments, like for example with your loved ones, or I don't know. That's for me music, like experiences, memories that I can go through one more time with the music, or I can probably anticipate for the future.
Yeah, for me, I guess the power of music is the feeling that you bring, because the music can reach people's hearts, people's souls, even without words. For example, when I listen to music personally, at first I don't pay attention to the lyrics. Like literally, I'm just listening to the feel that the musicians are trying to bring, are trying to give me. And then I will look up to lyrics, I will link it with the music, and like, okay, if it's, I wanted already to say it in German, if it's all together, it fits, then it's good. When it doesn't fit, I'm like, okay, it's a good song, but it's not like, it's not complex. It doesn't have all of the parts that are important to me. But at first, there are a lot of instrumental music, like for example, classical music that reaches even without the words. You can just literally feel somewhere the piano is crying, or like the violin is given some, like the rain or something like this, just to give you this feeling. And that's the power, because you can reach anyone, even the people who are not speaking your language, or the people who are not speaking English even. Like you can reach anyone just like with the way you play your instrument and with the way you compose your thoughts. You translate your thoughts into music.
Yes, yeah, it's like people say, like music is for everyone. You don't, like as Maria already said, you don't need to understand the language in order to understand what music in the song is about.
Thank you very much, both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for listening. If you want more information about JM, or you would like to get involved, visit www.jmi.net. At JMI, we are on a mission to make the world more musical. That's why we created Mubazar, a digital platform that helps us manage all our musical activities across 80 countries worldwide, connecting musicians with opportunities to grow both personally and professionally. If you are a music professional looking for a better way to manage and promote your music activities, check out Mubazar. Created for music organizers, by music organizers, Mubazar allows you to run music competitions, workshops, camps, auditions, masterclasses, awards, events, and much more. Mubazar offers custom application forms, payments for your activities, jury tools, translations, analytics, and more. Mubazar is fast becoming the best place for musicians to find and apply for music opportunities online, and you can sign up today for a free organizer account by going to www.mubazar.com, registering, and then requesting to upgrade to an organizer on the right-hand menu. For more info, don't hesitate to get in touch via support@mubazar.com. It would mean a lot to us if you could give us 1 minute of your time and rate and review the podcast. In case you have any suggestions or would like to be one of our next guests, feel free to reach out to us through the JMI socials.